Oh boy, we have an absolutely swamped week this week. As soon as I'm done with this video, I have to go pack. I'm going on a work trip for most of this week, which is unfortunate because I'm going to be missing the release of Elixir. But hopefully I can get a video out on Thursday to make up for the one on Wednesday that I'm going to be missing on, and then I'll have my normal one on Friday. And then when the chaos of this week is done with on Saturday, there is the very first official public tournament for Marvel Snap. I'm excited to take part in that. I invited a fellow content creator in Muse Snap to join me as my +1. If you're not familiar with him, check out his channel. He puts on some fantastic content and he streams all the time. I always like to lurk in there and just kind of hang out. I myself, I'm excited about it. I have no idea how well I'm going to do. Probably going to get knocked out in the first round. I've never done any sort of competitive tournament, any sort of capacity in Marvel Snap or otherwise. And so right now I'm just trying to narrow down my deck. I think that I will probably be leaning towards Surfer, much to the chagrin of the other competitors, because there's been a whole lot of Thanos and Surfer hate so far. But I need something that can beat Thanos, and I feel like Surfer is my main deck, and that's the one that I'm most comfortable with, and I think it's one that I could probably feel most comfortable in that sort of setting with. So I'll probably be messing around with a Surfer deck, seeing if I can make that work and be competitive. And that is one plus side with me traveling this week, is I'll probably try and put that together, and then I'll be toying around with it in Conquest in my downtime. So I'm really excited to do that. If you are hanging out on Saturday and you want to come check it out, there will be an official casting stream put on by Marvel Snap where they're going through the tournament. I will also be streaming my games live on Twitch and YouTube. I have not decided if I want to put a delay on it yet or not. I think if I was thinking I had a chance of winning it, I would put a delay, but otherwise I'm not really that worried about it. But anyway, come check it out on Saturday. I will probably say in my other videos this week on what time my first matches will be, or what time I'll be starting my stream. Otherwise, you can just hop in the Discord and I'll be keeping the details up to date on there as well. But anyway, I'm really excited to do it. Let's hop in there and let's actually check out the deck that I am playing today. So it's that time again. We are circling back to Mr. Negative. I have been saying it for a few months now that I think Mr. Negative one of the strongest contenders, and I think I'm probably the one only voice that whenever OTAs come around, I'm like, I think he needs an adjustment. I know I'm alone in that. I just hate the pure unadulterated ego of Negative players. Oh, you got Negative and Jane Foster in hand. Yeah, why not snap in turn one before seeing what your opponent has? And I think that's just it. It's just, you can be so confident if you are a seasoned Negative player that you just don't have to worry about it. You can literally snap before having any idea what your opponent is playing. And that's such a strong play. It is. So for me, if you're new to Marvel Snap, Negative is such a good deck to play. For one, it's completely competitive while being super cheap to put together. And two, it really teaches you when and how you can snap. It probably will give you a lot of false confidence with that, because Negative, I feel like, has a lot easier snap conditions to recognize, but it's a great introduction to the whole snap system in playing Mr. Negative. For my iteration here, I usually like to run Super Scroll. I just do like to run Super Scroll in my Negative decks. However, since we do have the hot location of Carmotage, I decided to be a little bit more greedy with the on reveals. I think we're probably gonna be seeing a lot more on reveals going into Carmotage than we would usually, and usually I would probably throw in Super Scroll in here somewhere, probably take out Esme. No, I'd leave in Esme, probably take out Cassandra Nova and put in Super Scroll. I also have Surge in here today rather than Ravonna, and not Ravonna instead of Psylocke. And I think that is a pretty good thing to just kind of toy around with, whether you want Surge or Psylocke. Psylocke definitely helps you get out Negative earlier. But overall, this deck really has not changed in months, other than I threw in Surge and Esme just to play around with. The whole point is to get Mr. Negative out, and then hopefully a Jane Foster, and then you just throw a bunch of cheap stuff on the board that is just an insane amount of power on turn 7 or 6. So yeah, let's get in there and let's see if I can actually make Negative happen today. Okay, not ideal. And a man get Negative. Oof, and Surfer is a little gross. I think the one thing about negative, oh man, are you serious? All right, is that yikes on bikes. All right, we're gonna throw out negative. I think the one thing about negative is that Mobius just absolutely destroys this deck, and so seeing Surfer does worry me a little bit. We're gonna Esme. I could surge into Sage. That probably is a little greedy though. Galacta. Woo! That doesn't suck. Oh man, and in a Taskmaster? Alright, we're gonna do that number, and then oh, I can't play. Okay, so that's bugged, unfortunately. Man, I would really like to. I'm only gonna get 2 cards in hand. It's gonna be, hopefully it's Gorr and Iron Man. I could play out my Taskmaster now to lock in something else. Maybe I do that? That way I get them all. Gwynpool. Sick. Okay, so we're gonna do Gorr into Mystique, into Iron Man, into Cassandra, and Sage, and he retreated. Victory. I should have snapped at any point there. At any point, like, I should have just, as soon as I drew negative, I should have snapped. But once again, I like these matches to play out. All right, we got Ravonna. Ooh, into negative. Kind of sucks we got Gorr in hand, but that's okay. Taskmaster's not ideal either. Magik doesn't suck. I'm a little worried this guy is a clog player though. Ooh, Jane Foster. On turn 6. Maybe I should have Cassandra Nova. I think that's the downside with Cassandra Nova right now. Oh god, it's gonna be is this gonna be Affliction? I don't know if I want that in my life. Why not? Let's play her out. Let's play Surge out. I could play the Gorr though. Maybe it's Gorr. No, I think I need to empty my hand. Yeah, I need to empty my hand. The double Magik is not ideal. Ooh, is it? Is it Affliction? The Sarah makes me think otherwise. I'm actually gonna put Jane over there. Wongers! I swear to God, if I'm about to get... Yeah, it's hazmat. He's going first. Okay, since he's going first, we're gonna Gorr into Mystique, into Iron Man, into Sage, into, how many he's got? He's got 2 in his deck, into Magik again. And I think we're probably fine. And he's got Silver Surfer. No, he's got Odin.
Are ye worthy? Are ye worthy?
No respect. Just absolutely no respect.
I am Iron Man.
These hazmat players have no respect. Oh, the fact that Wong Hazmat is back, and I've seen it quite a few times this season, is just like, it's so frustrating. Ooh. That kiln is getting Magik for sure. Lemuria sucks. That's not ideal. See, there's Gorr in hand. Ooh, the Red Guardian. All right. Gladly take that. Surge. I'm really actually disappointed that I missed out on that Surge variant. I was just too cheap to spend the gold. Ooh, there we go. Negative into Surge. Though having Iron Man, Gorr, and Mystique in hand is not ideal. I will say that. That is definitely not ideal. But if I could pull Jane Foster here. Ooh, Cassandra Nova. See if we can block that. I highly doubt we're going to be able to pull this off. Stegron. What do you got? Kitty? Kitty. I think we're good. It doesn't matter. I mean, he got his Stegron anyway. Oh, there we go. Is this worth it? What am I pulling? I'm pulling Sage, and actually Taskmaster alone would be worth it. Okay, because I could Gorr into Taskmaster. And have Sage. Let's throw her over here. Do I want to? Winkle. Yep. Ravonna, you're a little late there, sweetheart. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Oh yeah, I can't do the Mystique, which really sucks. We're gonna do that, into this, into that. And hopefully that's all we need. Oh, it's not. Ooh, the Shanger! Dodged it. Dodge the shank. Got really lucky there.
Victory.
I'm really glad I didn't play out that early Gorr. That would have been devastating. All right, so we got Thanos. The thing that I really need to do, God, Gorr always in hand. The thing I really need to keep an eye out with Thanos is the Reality Stone with Magik. Definitely something I need to keep an eye out for. Ongoing Thanos. Ooh, Carmontage. Sage will be nice for the Carmontage, but we're kind of lacking here. Yeah, literally every... Okay, there's Reality Stone. That's unfortunate. Please give me Magik. Please give me Magik. Ooh. Ravonna. Ooh, Ravonna. He's unfortunately probably going to have the ability. Nope, filled it in. He's got Dazzler. I think he's still going to beat me here, though. I mean, that's a lot. Magic or negative, you're late, bud. Yeah, it's Iron Man, I guess. Yeah, here's a Space Stone. I think Spectrum gets him mid.
I am Iron Man.
He got 5 of the stones out. $22 over here.
Knowledge is power.
Yep, knew I was gonna lose that to Spectrum. I needed Magik there. I just did not draw well. And him getting killed there was really good for him. Thanos again. Oh, come on, Weird World. I don't want his crappy stones. That is not ideal. Sure, why not? The freaking Space Stone. I mean, I guess Goliath could be useful for us. Really depends on what he got. He's got so much in there that he potentially could have gotten. Taskmaster's nice to an extent. There's Sage. I kind of want to keep the Carmontage.
Opponent snapped.
Bum, 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 bum. What do you get? Cassandra Nova. Okay. I mean, he did not get negative, so we got that going for us. It's turn 4. I'm gonna throw Iron Man now. Okay, what's the other thing that he got of mine? Esme, okay. He didn't get Gorr. Did not get Gorr.
Iron Man.
He probably has... All right, sick. There's Gorr. I'm going to throw Gorr there. Next turn, it's going to be Sage and a Taskmaster, I think is my play. Of course he got the Wiccan. All right, well, he's got all the stones. So he definitely has Reality Stone, so he's definitely doing that over there. And there is my Mr. Negative. What's this gonna be? Let's do that. And to, hold on. Goliath. Surge into Sage here. Next turn I can Taskmaster. I think this guy runs Goliath. Too many cards. It's not too many cards for Goliath. There's Reality Stone. Cosmo. And Spectrum.
Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power.
But not today. We'll take that. That's just solid 90 power mid. I'm good. Okay. It's negative. I mean, I should play more negative. I mean, I complain about it so much. I do think it's a really strong deck. I think it's a great climbing deck. I think if you're still pre-infinite, negative is definitely something you should try, because it tears apart bots as well, because bots are assuming that they're winning the entire time, and then you throw out some insane play on turn 6 or 7 for 8 cubes. And honestly, I think we're at a point in time in the meta where enough decks put out enough power that negative really is not, I guess, getting the respect that it deserves. People are staying in. Is what I'm trying to say, is people are staying in against negative because there are a lot of decks out there that put a lot of power, and there's a lot of confidence that, you know, and sometimes people do beat decks. You know, I had a couple videos here this month that I went toe to toe with negative for power, so it definitely can happen. But I mean, negative is fun. At some point I probably need to just try and do my climb with it, just because it is consistently just a fun deck to play. It's really strong. You can throw it together really easily. I think the only card in here that I would say you need that is higher than Series 3 is Gorr. I think Gorr at this point is a mainstay in negative, but you could throw together a Series 3 version of this deck with Gorr very easily. I mean, take out Surge, take out Esme Cuckoo, take out, that's Sage is another big one, but you could put in what's her name, not Wolfsbane. Put in Wolfsbane instead of Sage. Instead of Surge, you can have Psylocke. Instead of Esme, you can throw in Super Scroll. And then instead of Cassandra Nova, you could kind of do whatever you kind of wanted. Honestly, another counter negative. I've seen some negatives playing Mobius recently. But you can throw together a very good negative deck for very cheap. And it is consistent in power. I will say that Gorr is probably an important one to have, though. But you could target Gorr. I think that Gorr is probably a pretty decent card to have early on, just from a power standpoint. Is he like a top 5? You need to get this first? No. But if you're looking to play negative, you can easily pick up Gorr and then slap together everything else for Series 3 and under, without a doubt. But love this deck. It's a lot of fun. It is super strong. I think I ran about a 60% win rate here in post infinite. I think that in post infinite, I want to say that it does not perform as well in post infinite that it does in pre infinite, but I think that some of the data is kind of showing that may not be the case right now, just because, like I said, there's a lot of decks with a lot of power, and people really aren't giving negative the respect of the numbers that it can pull off. But in a Thanos world, you kind of got to play what you can do, and that's one thing that I would keep in mind as well. If you're playing up against Thanos and you're using magic, watch out for the reality stone. They're all gonna think they're clever and hold it in their hand. I'm calling all you Thanos players out. They're gonna hold it, they're gonna play it on turn 6 and be like, oh, I got him good. As someone who's been playing a lot of Magic lately, it is a constant thing that I see. They always got reality stone in hand. Or just keep an eye out for that, and otherwise give it a whirl. I know Negative's not a new deck, but you know, it's definitely one that's been around, and I don't think it's going anywhere. So I hope you guys all enjoy the video. Hit that thumbs up, hit that like button if you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button to see more of my content. I hope you guys all have a fantastic week. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Come check out and hang out with me on Saturday during the tournament, or if not, check out the official cast of it being put on by Marvel Snap, and there's gonna be a ton of other creators that are in the tournament as well, streaming. So come in, hang out, you know, maybe check out some new content creators. It'll be great for everyone. And yeah, I'll see you guys all then. Check you later.